Hello, Jessica Frost-Ballas here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm a stop on the Honeybee Stamp Simply Spring YouTube Hop. We're giving away two $50 gift cards, so make sure you hop along and comment on all the hop stops for the most chances to win. You can find more information on the hop and your next stop in the YouTube description below. I'm sharing a simple card using the gorgeous Folk Art Daisy layering stencils and some tips on getting more depth and dimension in your stenciling, so let's get started. The Folk Art Daisy layering stencil set has 4 layers: stems, leaves, and 2 floral layers. I start by taping the leaves to an A2 panel of white cardstock. I decide to work at an offset for a slightly different look, and then I use a really light hand to blend Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide ink over the stencil. I want the overall effect of this card to be very soft and muted, so I keep my colors light. Once I'm done, I remove the stencil layer and tape down the next layer, which is the stems. This time I blend Chip Sapphire Distress Oxide ink over the stencil, again using a very light hand. Next, I start by placing the first flower layer over my panel and blend Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink over the stencil. Then I use a smaller blending brush to add a little bit of saltwater taffy over certain areas of the flowers to add a little shading. I also use Abandoned Coral Distress Oxide ink over some of the flowers for even more contrast. Then I go back over the panel with the Tattered Rose and a blending brush to blend the colors together. I use the same 3 coral shades for the next layer and keep the Abandoned Coral and Saltwater Taffy to the center of the flowers and fade out to the Tattered Rose. Then I apply a thin layer of gold stencil paste to the dots in one of the floral stencil layers. I remove the stencil and let the paste dry completely. While it's drying, I stamp a sentiment from Big Time Kindness onto navy blue cardstock and heat emboss it with gold embossing powder. Once the paste is dry, I decide to add a little more contrast to my stenciled panel. I place the floral layer over the stencil again and add more Abandoned Coral Distress Oxide ink. I just held the stencil in place with my fingers, but I'd highly recommend taping it to the panel. I just got lucky that I didn't accidentally move the stencil while blending. Then I use that same stencil layer and apply a thin layer of clear glitter paste over the flowers for even more shimmer. I remove the stencil and let the panel dry once more. Once it's dry, I adhere it to a top folding card base and use liquid glue to add my sentiment. It looks very subdued, but up close it is shimmery, sparkly, and really beautiful. I love the effects of the different layers of blending. And that's it. You can find more information on the new Simply Spring release and the YouTube hop and products I used in the YouTube description below or over on my blog. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe, make sure you click the bell so you're notified the next time I post. Here are a few more videos you might be interested in, and until next time, have an amazing day and happy crafting. Bye!